Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last episode, we began the trial of Maya Fey. Von Karma used Aunt Morgan as a witness, and now she's moved on to her second witness, Miss Eenie Miney. So let's see what she has to say. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is Eenie Miney. I'm researching parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Oh my god, I hate how much the judge sucks up to Von Karma's. Now then, Miss Eenie Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Oh, she said, I guess. Sorry, I skipped over that too quickly. If that's your case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. After the murder. When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into my room really suddenly. It was oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in a sad way. My sister, she told me something totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Yeah? In your testimony, you'd mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Do I totally, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Yep, and this is what we saw in the opening cutscene to this episode, or to this chapter. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine the witness. We believe that a cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Alright. You're sleeping. Someone came in. It's your sister. I haven't seen her so long. Sister told me something terrible. Let's press this. You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, like, I mean, it was like my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like totally knew about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is that the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Huh. Should I drop this line of questioning? I don't think leave someone be is ever the right choice, so I'm always going to question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? Oh, it's nothing. No, I don't know how it's important, but I'm gonna go with very important. You gotta double down sometimes. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Her costume looked normal. It didn't have any blood on it. So there's nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Huh. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? No you can't. So we present Maya's costume, or also just the picture, or we can do Maya's costume or this. Let's do this. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister that you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Oh, we've got her on the ropes now. Order, order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? Whoa, that was really scary. I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Oh my god. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. Or, if you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Alright, so she's got a second part to her testimony. Like, the side room was kind of dark, you know? So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended in. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Alright. Kind of dark. Costume is purple. Let's press on the first one. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't put your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You're such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Wait, that was a completely valid response. What? Why did we just brush over that? Yeah, what does she mean by that? And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say that all to you? Like, yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you on one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When? When you... There's nothing weird when she was in the side room. Arrived at the crime scene. Oh yeah, actually this will help. So she was in the side room, went to the winding way, or went through the winding way, then went to a channeling chamber. When was this? After the murder. During and after the murder. So Pearly should have been there, fixing the urn that she broke. Broken by Pearl right before the murder. Under repair in the hallway until police came, so she must have run into Pearly. So going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I like totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I like didn't see anyone on the way to like the channeling chamber. Time to present that urn. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there's no way you could not have seen this person. Oh, Pastor. There we go. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fey's daughter, Pearl Fey. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. And she just happened to break this urn. Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Miss Miney, Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? I could use Mia's help, but let's try to fix this without her. It's in the evidence. I mean, isn't that the contradiction that we just mentioned? So that would be in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. It's very simple. Miss Miney. Oh, true. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manner guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Alright, now's your chance, Phoenix. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? And we will pick up here in the next episode, because I need a little more time to think about this. I'm actually not totally sure of the answer. And we're hitting about the 20-minute mark anyway. So yeah, we'll pick up right here in the next episode. It was a pretty exciting one, and hopefully the next one will be even better. So yep, until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you then.